Hello students, welcome to mathematics session. In the last class we were in the chapter direct and inverse variation and we were in the topic of solving the questions on inverse variation from the worksheet 2 and we have completed solving 6 questions. Now we'll continue the solving from question number 7 from the same worksheet. The question is given like this, children. A contractor with a workforce of 420 men complete a work of construction by a building in 9 months. Due to request by the owners, he was asked to complete the job in 7 months. How many extra men he must employ to complete the job? So here, children, the two quantities are given. One is the number of men and the another is completing the job in the months. So two quantities are number of men and the number of months. So here 420 men employing, they finish the job in 9 months. If they want to finish the job within 7 months, then he needs to employ more than 420 men. So let us solve and find how many men are required to complete the job in 7 months. So here 420 men completes the job in 9 months. If the job of construction should be completed within the 7 months, then how many men he required to do the work? So let me take number of men be x and the number of months be y. Then x1, x2, y1, y2. So here the number of months are decreasing, children. Of course, he should increase the number of men. So here one is increasing and the another is decreasing. Number of men get increased and the number of months gets decreased. Therefore, this is the case of inverse variation. Therefore, x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. So x1 is taken as 420 into y1 is taken as 9 equal to x2 is unknown. So let me take it x2 unknown as a into y2 is 7. So 7 and a are under multiplication. It changes to division. Equal to a, 7 ones are 7 6 are 0. 9 5 are 45, 9 6 are 54. Yes, 540 men are required to complete the construction within 7 months. But children, here he is asking how many extra men must be employed. So extra men equal to so initially we required 540 men, but in that already 420 men were employed. So how many extra were required, that we need to check it out. Yes, 420, 520, 120. Yes, 120 men. Extra men required is 120. Extra men required are 120 men. Hope this is clear, children. Now let me move to 8th question solving. 8th question. Uday can finish a book. A book means one book in 25 days. He reads the book within 25 days. If he reads 18 pages every day, then the number of pages in the book will be 25 into 18. And how many days will he take to finish it if he reads 15 pages every day? Every day if he reads 15 pages, then completing of book reading takes how many days? This is asked in the question, children. So let me prepare the table here. So the two quantities are, one is the number of days and the other is number of pages. So number of days and the second quantity is number of pages he reads in a day. Okay. Then X, Y, X1, X2, Y1, Y2. So number of days is 25 days and 18 pages every day. So 25 days, 18 pages a day. One day he completes reading 18 pages. Then if he reads, instead of 18 pages, if he reads 15 pages a day, do he completes reading the book within 25 days or more than 25 days? Of course, it will be more than 25 days. Yes, then here the number of days are decreased. Number of pages are decreased. Number of days increased and the number of pages decreased. Then this is the case of inverse variation. So this is the case of inverse variation. This is the case of inverse variation. Therefore, x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2, which implies x1 is 25 into y1 is 18 equal to x2 is a and the y2 is 15. So a and 15 are under multiplication. It changes to division equal to a. Then 5 3s are 5 5s are 25, 3 1s are 3 6 are 18. So 6 5s are 30 equal to a. But what is a? A is nothing but the number of days. Hence it takes 30 days to finish the book by reading 15 pages every day. Hope this is clear, children. So now let me move to 9th question solving. 9th question. A shopkeeper has enough money to buy 40 books, each costing rupees 125. Then how many books he can buy if he gets a discount of rupees 25 on each book? So here the two quantities are the number of books and the cost of each book. So here number of books and cost of each book. And the book is given cost in rupees. So this is X and this is Y. So he can buy 40 books when the cost of one book is 125. Then how many books he can buy if there is a discount of rupees 25 on each book? Then cost of each book becomes 125 minus 25, because 25 rupees is given discount. Then the cost of each book will be rupees 100. Yes, when the cost is reduced, when the cost is decreased, then with the same amount he can buy more number of books. Then one is increasing and the other is decreasing. Then this will be the case of inverse variation. So this is the case of inverse variation. Therefore, x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2, which implies x1 is 40 into y1 is cost of one book, that is 125, equal to x2 is unknown, so the unknown be a here, a into, and y2 is the cost of each book is 100 rupees. Then a and 100 are under multiplication, changes to division, 125 divided by 100 equal to a. Then I'll go with the 25 table. 25 4s are 100, 25 5s are 125, then 4 1s are 4 10s are. Then 10 into 5 equal to 10 into 5 equal to 50. Then A equal to 50. What is A? A is nothing but the number of books. Hence he can buy 50 books. Hence he can buy 50 books. When the discount is given ₹25 for each book. So this is how we need to solve, children. 7th, 8th and 9th. Now let me move to 10th question. Hope it is clear. Now let me move to 10th. 10th question. 6 pumps working together empty a tank in 28 minutes. How long will it take to empty the tank if 4 such pumps are working together? So here the two quantities given are the number of pumps and the time. So here in this question 6 pumps are working together and empties the tank in 28 minutes. So if in place of 6, if there are 4 such pumps, then how much time it takes to empty the tank? So here the number of pumps equal to 6 and time taken to empty the tank is 28 minutes. If the number of pumps are 4, does it takes more than 28 minutes? Yes, because he gave the condition that such pumps means same kind of pumps. So the time taken will be greater. So as the time increases and number of pumps decreases, then this is the case of inverse variation. So here the variable taken as x and y, the number of pumps as x and the time taken as y. So x1, x2, y1, y2. So this is the case of inverse variation. Formula x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. So here the number of pumps x1 is taken as 6 into time taken is 28 equal to 4 into a. Since 4 and a is under multiplication, so the number 4 changes to division. Then 4 5s are, so 4 1s are 4, 4 7s are 28. Then 6 7s are 42 equal to a. But according to our assumption, a is nothing but the time taken. Thus, time taken to empty the tank by 4 pumps is 42 minutes. Now let me move to 11th question. 11th question. A train moving at a speed of 75 km per hour covers a certain distance in 4.8 hours. What should be the speed of the train to cover the same distance in 3 hours? So here the two quantities given are the speed and the time. So if the train covers having a speed 75 km per hour and covers certain distance in 4.8 hours, to cover the same distance and to reach within 3 hours, then what should be the speed? So here the time is decreasing. When the time decreases, then the speed must be increased so that we can reach to the destination, certain distance covered within a time in 3 hours. So here the quantities given are speed. Speed is in kilometer per hour, and the another quantity given is time, which is in hour. So if the train moves 75 km per hour as a speed, then it covers the distance in 4.8 hours. And to cover the same distance, what is covered in year, to cover the same distance in 3 hours, then what should be the speed? Yes, I need to increase the speed here. So here the speed is increasing and the time is decreasing. Then this will be the case of inverse variation. So x, y, x1, x2, y1, y2. So this is the case of inverse variation. This is the case of inverse variation. Therefore, x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. So x1 is 75 into, and the y1 is 4.8 equal to x2, nothing, don't know. So I'll consider as a variable a into y2 is 3. Now 3 and a is under multiplication, so it changes to division. So 75 into 4.8 divided by 3 equal to a. So 75 and 3 get cancels in a 3 table. So 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 1 remains, 3 fives are 15. Then 25 into 4.8 equal to a. So we'll multiply 25 and 48. 8 5 is 40, 8 2 16 plus 4 20, then 4 5 is 20, then 4 2 is 8, 9 10. Then 0 0 2 1, that is 1 2 0 0, but after decimal point we have a number 1, so point will come here which equal to a, that is a equal to 120. What is a? A is nothing but the speed. Hence the speed need is 120 kilometer per hour. Hope this is clear, children. Now let me move to 12th question. 12th question. A garrison of 120 men has provision for 30 days. At the end of 5 days, 5 more men joined them. How many days can they sustain on the remaining provision? So here the two quantities given are the number of men and the number of days. So number of men and number of days. But here 120 men has provision for 30 days, but the end of 5 days the 5 more men joined them, means 120 minus 120 days, yes, 120 men given, and the provision ends for 30 days, but the end of 5 days means 30 minus 5 equal to 25 days. Actually the provision ends for 25 days. But if 5 more men joined, means the number of men becomes 120 plus 5 equal to 125, then the provision ends for how many days? So that the number of days, let me take it as A. So here the number of men increases and the number of days gets decreased, then this will be the case of inverse variation, x1, x2, y1, y2. So this is the case of inverse variation. This is the case of inverse variation. Therefore x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. Then 120 into the number of days ends is 25 equal to, if 5 more men were joined, then how many days the provision ends, that we need to find out. So 125 and A is under multiplication, it changes to division equal to A. Then 25 ones are 25 fives are 5 ones are 5 twos are 10, 2 remains, 5 fours are 20. So A equal to 24. According to our assumption, A is nothing but the number of days. Thus the provision ends. Thus the provision ends by 24 days. For how many men? For 125 men. This question is very important, children, for the examination point of view. Okay. So here what we need to do, 120 men as it is we have to take, and the number of days here 30 days were given, but at the end of 5 days he said, so 30 minus 5, 25 days we have to consider, and at the end of 5 days 5 more men were joined he gave, so 120 plus 5 becomes 125, and the provision ends by 24 days, children. So this question is very important for the examination point of view, and this completes today's class and also completed the worksheet. In the next class we'll continue with the next concept from the chapter direct and inverse variation, children. Thank you. Have a nice day, children. Thank you.